Hello, people, and welcome back to the Proxima Show. I'm Priyanshu, aka Proxima, and today we have Saeed with us, who's a very big supporter of the community, an architect, photographer, NFT artist, and a visual poet. Saeed, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Priyanshu. It's a real pleasure and a great honor to be on your show. I'm doing fine. It's been a calm day today, so.
That's great. That's great. Like, I'm very glad, you came to my show and recommended you to me a long back, and then, few stuff happened in between. But yeah, now here we are, guys, with Saeed. He's a big supporter of the community. I will leave his Twitter link in the bio, in the description, and you can just go and follow him. He's an amazing person.
Thank you so much.
Saeed, this is, my first question is my personal favorite question. I ask to all my guests, what's your journey about? How you started your NFT journey and how you came into it? That's my personal question, personal favorite question.
Well, it was around September last year when one of my roommates actually introduced me to NFTs. He told me about OpenSea and where you can put your photos to sell. So I was really excited to discover what all this is about. So I put one of my photos on OpenSea, and then I was following this other photographer. He was Turkish photographer, Rizacan. I don't know if you know him. So he was like my door to NFT community. I through him I found many spaces and many people who were working the NFT community. One of them was NFTP. One of the first spaces that I ever joined was NFT Space. She's a great supporter of the community. She's an indigenous Canadian. She's an OG Cree, and she's a photographer herself. But more than anything, she's advocating for culture and cultural diversity. So yeah, she was a great inspiration for me for the things that I'm doing in the NFT community. I mean, apart from the artistic side that I'm doing, the community side, she has been a great inspiration for me, and I've learned a lot from her.
That's great. That's great. Like, one of your friends told you, and you joined your NFT, join Twitter and learn a lot about it. And now you are teaching other people, helping beginners about what's NFT, helping them to build community via your spaces and all that stuff. That's great. Like, I also, you are one of those people I admire. We don't, we are not that much connected, but I admire you a lot. That's, because you support the community. Because whenever I join your spaces, it's like, it's amazing. I love the spaces. I, love to listen to you and the other hosts and the speakers. It's amazing. And you mentioned OpenSea. So I guess you are now on Foundation. So people who don't know about Foundation, I would just like to throw some light on that. OpenSea is a platform on which you can go and directly register via MetaMask and start selling or minting your NFTs. But on Foundation, you need an invitation from another seller or someone who is already on Foundation. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, right? That's correct.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to go on Foundation, you need someone's invitation from that. And Saeed, you are doing amazing job again. Guys, go and follow him. I'm telling you guys, if you're not following him, you are missing something big. And I love your story. Like, you didn't know anything about NFT, and you're doing something great now. That's fabulous.
You mentioned platforms. I'm going to add something that OpenSea and Foundation are not the only platforms out there. These two are on Ethereum blockchain. There are many other blockchains where people can work on. there is Tezos blockchain, there is Solana, there is Cardano, and each of them have their own community and people who are putting their works on those platforms. So this is not OpenSea or Foundation are not the only platforms out there, and there are lots of different possibilities.
That's true. That's true. There are a lot of different platforms: Solana, Tezos, Polygon. Into Polygon platform. I'm on Polygon blockchain, and all of my NFTs are on Polygon. So, yep, guys, you can go and do your research. There are a lot of blockchains and platforms you can go and mint whatever suits you best. And so let's move forward. So, Saeed, you are an architect and a photographer, if I'm not wrong. So, how NFT and Web3, is helping you in this field? Like, how they are supporting or helping you?
Well, the most important thing is getting inspirations. I'm daily on Twitter and interacting with many artists and looking at all these artists' work. All of them are great inspirations, and you see something that sparks an idea in your head. And on the photography side and on the architecture side, I think 2 weeks ago I ran by this architect who was working in NFTs basically. He was designing metaverse spaces. And I was really intrigued to go and discover how can you do this and how can you do that. And there are other forms of architecture. There are other forms of architecture that some people are doing in the NFT too, like voxels or many other spaces that they're creating. And yeah, these are the examples for inspirations that I'm talking about. Finding out about an idea, finding out about something that someone's doing, and you can do either better or more personal of yourself. So it's all about inspiration and mutual help.
That's true. That's true. We can, as you told, you find ideas, you found inspirations from NFTs, Web3, Metaverse itself. Metaverse is a big thing going on too. So you found ideas and inspirations, and I think that's how they're helping in your architect and photography field. So it's, that's true. I also met a lot of people. My project is about science fiction, creating science fiction into reality. I met a lot of people. I got inspiration from a lot of people, and they, helped me. So I think that's how we are getting help from NFT. That's how it's changing our life. That's amazing.
Exactly.
And that's what I personally like the most about NFT and Metaverse and Web3.
Yeah, it's a power of community.
That's the power of the community. So Saeed, I have a follow-up question. As you are an architect, right?
Sure.
So are we planning to move to Metaverse and create your own architectural designs in Metaverse or something? Or do you plan
I am thinking about it, but there are many things to learn about. I was also thinking of doing commissions for people who want to build like a gallery in the metaverse. And I was thinking of learning more about it because I think you don't use the same programs as normal architecture, but the base of 3D modeling would be the same.
Yeah.
I should learn more about it. I still don't know much about how you do it.
Yeah, but it's a long way to go. But I'm definitely, if you are going to, be coming to Metaverse and bringing your architecture skills into Metaverse, I'm very excited for that. I will be very, excited. I'm very excited, and I will be waiting for it to look how the designs and how the art gallery is gonna look. That's amazing. So, as I have told our viewers earlier, that you are a big supporter of the community, and a lot of people follow you, what you say, and including me, and actually love what you do. So, how you feel when someone follow your guidance and reach their goals, or they improve in their art or in their project?
Well, first of all, it does make me happy when someone who I've had like minimal impact or influence on their lives can get somewhere and be successful. But I personally don't see myself as big as you are describing, because I personally believe in equality of people who are talking in the spaces. I never refer to the spaces that I hold as my spaces. It is always our space. It's everyone's spaces. I don't own anything there. And people have all the time they want. I shouldn't interrupt someone. There might be discussions going on, and I don't have the right to interrupt them. And well, I do support community in the sense that everyone. I think everyone should have the right to speak. So I'm just creating a platform on which people can bring their ideas, talk about their projects, their works, their stories. And I always say on my Twitter as well that everyone has something to learn from. And it's great that we have all this diversity. And the only thing that we should do is to learn to listen. Because usually we don't listen that much.
That's true. That's true.
We all are waiting to tell our own story. We are not listening to other people to learn. And we should practice that.
That's true.
The only support that I think that I am bringing to the community is creating platform where people are free to tell what they want to tell.
That's true. Like, I totally agree with your point that people are not listening. Sorry, people are not listening. They're waiting for their chance to speak. That's 100% true. I see few of the people, like I won't mention them, but there are people who on NFT Spaces, Twitter Spaces, who are only there to speak, not to listen. That's quite not good. But yeah, as you said, that you are not that big. According to me, you are one of the biggest people who are supporting NFT community. So, you are one of those gurus who people should follow, according to me. That's my personal view.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah. So, of course, that's why, I am glad you are on my stage. And you are the supporter. And you are building the platform so that people come and speak. That's really awesome, because people generally don't do that. People generally want to share their stories and just speak. But creating a platform, creating a peaceful place for people to come, share their stories, listen, that's most important. And you are doing it, that's awesome. I totally love it.
Thank you so much.
That's great. Like, guys, again, I'm telling you, if you are not following Saeed, I will mention his Twitter handle in the description. Go and follow him. It's, and join his spaces. You will know why I'm saying this. You will get to know why I'm saying this. You will understand this. Understand, how kind person he is, how amazing person he is. So moving forward, Saeed, what do you feel what you feel about NFT, how it is changing the life of the people, and how it is helping them. Like, what was the difference before NFT and after NFT? What you feel the difference?
Well, I think NFT and the technology of blockchain will has already started to help many people. We see a lot of artists who probably wouldn't have had a place in the mainstream art scene, and they find their place through NFTs. And there are many people all around the world that probably in their own country, in their own local art scene, wouldn't have had a chance to showcase their art, to build their own community, because of many reasons, one of which would be economic reasons. You see a lot of artists from emerging countries like Nigeria, Turkey, Iran, Thailand, Cuba, and NFT has come to the rescue for these people. They have the means to transmit their thoughts, their ideas, their artwork to all over the world, and with all these international spaces, they can let everyone know of their ideas. So I think that's how NFTs can change people's lives. NFT Arts is what I mean. That there are many applications and implementations of NFT as well, which we are at the start of it, by the way. Because NFT is a technology which can be used for many things, and it's like internet. At the start of it, it wasn't really popular. It wasn't used for shopping or anything. But right now, it's become normal shopping via internet.
That's true.
There was a time that people wouldn't trust shopping via internet. They would say it's a scam. We're not doing that.
That's true.
But now it's become completely normal ordering something on many shopping websites, and NFT is at the start of it. There was some guy in our space who was talking about NFT as a ticket to a concert or something like that. And they buy an NFT. They in the entry of the concert, they will scan a QR code or something to check if they have the token, and then they can enter the concert. So it's one of the implementations of NFTs, which is starting to change the world and change all the aspects of where economy is involved.
That's true. Like, people are doing a lot of things through NFTs, and as you said, as you mentioned, that people are coming together from different parts of the world, and whatever country is, either Turkey, Iran, Iraq, whatever country is, they are coming together, supporting the cause, supporting each other's projects, and that's what they are loving about it. That's what most of the people are loving about it. And the barrier which we had, what I feel is the barrier which we had earlier is removed. Before NFT and Web3, we had a barrier. There was a barrier. There was internet, but there was a barrier. But now, due to this, barrier is removed. And yes, of course, as you said, when internet was in starting and how NFT is now, they are quite similar. Most of the people might not understand it, but once they do, they are totally into it. And that's what it made amazing, right? And a lot of people think it's a scam. I've seen a lot of people locally who think NFT is a scam cryptocurrency is a scam, all these Web3 is a scam, but it is not. Because we are into it, we know it. Once they are, once it become as popular as the internet, they will understand. They will, and as you said, someone was selling tickets of their events and they were scanning QR code, it will become normal. And might be, it will happen that, metaverse properties will become normal and everything will be normal. Like it's normal to us, it's normal to me, it's normal to you, but people who don't understand it, it's normal, not normal to them. But it will be normal someday, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned scam. The NFT itself isn't a scam, but it also, of course, there are scammers
Exactly.
everywhere, either off blockchain or on blockchain, and people should pay attention a lot to the security of their assets, their wallets, and everything.
That's true. By saying scam, I mean that, of course, NFT is not a scam.
No, I understand. Just
Yeah.
as an excuse to say this.
Exactly. But some people don't understand it. The people who don't understand it, for them it's a scam, but of course it's not.
Sure.
And yeah, you said a lot of scammers are there. I will just share one of my, stories before starting NFT. I was scrolling Instagram and I saw a lot of posts on my feed about NFT. So I thought, what's this NFT? I searched NFT in the search bar. I followed the official page. It had blue text. So I thought it's something legit. I just followed it. And then within 24 hours, I had 100 message requests. People scamming about NFT. Just because I followed that NFT official page, people started scamming me about NFT, that if you give us money, this amount of money, we will introduce you to NFT and all that kind of stuff. So I thought to go deeper into that. Then I, text one of the person and I got to know this specific person is doing scam. But it caught my interest. Then, I Googled it, I watched YouTube videos, and then I got into NFT. Then I got to know Instagram is not a place proper place for NFT. The proper place is Twitter. Then, I protected myself from a scam and moved to Twitter Spaces, and that's how I meet all of you. So yeah, guys, whoever is watching this, be aware of scammers. That's important. Either it's on blockchain, off blockchain, on internet, off internet. Scammers are everywhere. So note, caution, be aware of scammers. That's important.
Yeah, never share your private key with anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't click on malicious links. And all about that.
That's true. There is, I guess, in your blockchain wallet or MetaMask, you can say, in any other wallet, you have 25 words. Security key, never share it with anyone. If someone asks you, just say no. Block them, report them, say you are a scammer. Never share it. Nor your password, nor your security key, nor your, don't try to share your wallet address too. If the person is legit, then only share it. Otherwise, don't. So that's it about, security. Let's move forward with our next question. So, Saeed, what do you feel about NFTs? Like that it's a long-term thing, or it's just a bubble which, might burst anytime soon? What do you feel?
Well, I partially answered your question in the last question that I was saying. There are many implementations of NFTs that can be used, but we are still at the start of it, and there are not many people who know NFT. Something called NFT exists. And people, I think, might have heard of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and currencies like that, but I don't think that it has become popular as a concept, NFTs, I mean. But I don't think that is far today that it will be known as a regular thing that you can use as something you can buy to, I don't know, even buy pizza. You know, you buy a token, you, I don't know, you will receive the pizza. So
That's possible.
it could be, yeah, it could be something that you can implement in many ways. I'm just saying off the top of my head the pizza thing, because also I am hungry a little bit.
You got to eat something then.
Yeah, but no, there will be many implementations of NFTs, and it will going to revolutionize the whole economics because it's decentralized, and there is no middleman, and it is going to revolutionize the whole economic scene, the artistic scene, and everything. And we are just at the start of it.
That's true. We are just at starting, and if you take any example, it will revolutionize everything. If we take example of pizza itself, of any company, any pizza making company, you know, or any other food company can create a token on NFT as a form of NFT. They can just put it there, and if you, for example, if I purchase that token, I can get 10 pizzas for, you know, free for any time soon. They can just keep the price, and, you know, people will buy and, you know, sell it and, you know, mint it, or, you know, flip it, flip that specific token, and the price will increase or decrease. According to that, you will get pizzas. So that's a quite interesting topic. You know, if the price increases, I will get 2 pizzas. If price decreases, I only get 1 pizza. It can go like that too. It's an amazing concept.
Yep.
And also, I also feel that it's not going anywhere soon. It's a long term. That's what I feel. It's a long term thing, and it's not just a bubble. It's, you know, a huge thing, not a bubble.
Exactly.
And I hope it will go. It will, you know, we all grow into this, and it become normal as internet is. And yeah, it is not that much popular because only 2 to 3% of people know about NFT. As per, you know, I was reading one of the article, and I got to know only 2 to 3% people know about NFT. So it's a big thing which is quite small as compared to the population, but it's going to be big.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Right. So moving to the next question, you know, in all of my podcasts, I always talk about community. I ask my guests what is community, you know, what according to them is community. So, you know, what according to you the word community means, what you feel it is?
For me, community means mutual love, respect, and help. If anyone needs, I don't know, something, a little financial help or technical help, there is always someone in the community who helps them.
Yes.
And love. People will support each other emotionally and be there for each other when someone needs to talk or needs to share. And respect. No one degrades one another because of origins, I don't know, skin color, sexual orientation, and everything. I mean, I think for me, community consists of these 3 things. For me, it means respect, love, and help. Mutual respect, love, and help.
Yep. So you heard the man. Most important thing in community is respect, love, and help. That's what I feel too. Because, you know, if we don't respect other person, other artists, if we don't help each other, and, you know, if we don't show love in the community, it's not the community. If any one of the thing is missing, it's not, you cannot call it a community. It's just you're doing and giving and taking things. That's it. It's just like that. If any one of the ingredient is missing, the taste of that pizza will not be good.
Exactly.
Example. So to make a perfect pizza of community, we need these things for sure. Don't miss this out thing, guys, and keep it in your mind. And what I feel is, like I was again reading an article a few days back. They were explaining the NFT terms into technical terms, like the minting is selling, right? Something like that. Community is, market, their market. So, guys, if you come to the practical world, if you come to the real world, community world, you will read some articles that say community is market, your, audience, your people who purchase your NFT. That's not real thing. That's not practical thing. Community is people who are there for you, who are part of your project from the starting to the end, who are there to support you and you support them, who you show love and they show love to you, and you help each other. That's what community is. It's not a market. Never compare community and market. And they are not same. They are not even similar. 0.1% also they are not similar. So that's the difference. Keep this thing in your mind, and just show love, help each other, and grow together. That's it. That's what community is. And of course, follow Saeed. If you want, you can follow me too. On Twitter, I will again telling you I will be giving the links to his Twitter, to my Twitter on the description below. Go and follow us. If you don't want to follow me, it's fine. But you got to follow this guy. He's amazing.
Thank
so
you.
let's move. So moving forward. So Saeed, I was looking to your profile. So what is your, what are your future plans for NFT, specifically for your project, for photographs you're doing? What's your future plan about it, about the NFTs you're doing?
Lots of projects, to be honest. There are many ideas coming into my head. As I told you before, as I scroll through my Twitter, I see lots of works by another artist, and they spark something in my head, and it remains in my head, and it grows to something else. And I have lots of projects, like bringing my photography and architecture together, like with 3D modeling and everything. One of them is that. Another one is exploring the relation between body and the city through photography. And I have another project in mind, the double exposure thing, continuing the double exposure project. These are like the art projects that I'm thinking of doing for the future.
That's great. So that's what you plan for the NFT future for your projects, mixing architecture and photography together. I'm just imagining how it's gonna be, how amazing it's gonna be. Those two things together is quite amazing, and I'm waiting for it. It will be amazing for sure, because you are doing it, and I can't wait for it, being honest.
These are the more thought out ones. I mean, there are other things that I'm thinking of, but they're not quite concrete yet.
But it will be, for sure concrete. You will get your vision clear about those things. And yes, I'm very excited about your project, future plans, and all that stuff. So also, I always talk about community in your projects again. So, and about the beginners, how they should do things, I asked my guests for the tips. So, what tips you would like to give to the people who are new to the NFT and who want to grow? So, what tips, you want to give?
Uh, well, I think the most important tip that I would say is to be honest about yourself. Don't hide behind like a fake uh, persona, a fake identity. I mean, be yourself, and people will love you for yourself. Every one of us has good qualities and not that good qualities, and that's what makes us unique. And I think the best tip would be don't try to hide behind like other identities, or be yourself. If you're planning to I don't know, create an artistic name for yourself, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. Is like trust your own self. Trust what you are inside, and because there are a lot of people, not a lot. There are some people that think that people are going to like this kind of artwork, and they forget about their own artwork and go create another thing because they think that the market likes that better. For instance, there was this painter who was doing amazing painting, and she was incredibly talented. And she was animating her paintings. And once in our space, I told her, "Why are you animating your painting? Your paintings are, as paintings, are great. Why would you do that?" You know, this is like the fear of missing out. You know, in NFT jargon, FOMO. Well, they think there's something that everyone is doing, so I should do too. But I think that trust your own work. If you feel that, I don't know, for instance, animation is good for your work, do it. But if you think you're just doing it because everyone else is doing it, then that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Just trust yourself and trust your own talents and everyone's style. We were talking about style in one of our spaces there, I think 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you were there or not. But
I think I was there.
uh,
I was in the listeners.
you weren't. But we're talking about how your style is like your fingerprint.
That's true.
You know how your fingerprint is made? It is made because of your, it is formed because of your movements that you had in your mother's womb. And everyone has different movements, and everyone has had different, I don't know, possibilities of turning this way, turning that way. So that created your fingerprint, and that's unique to everyone. And the same goes for your style. Everything that has happened to you in your life, everything that you have learned, everything that you have gone through has made you as you are. And that's what makes you unique. I don't know if you have like practiced something so much, your muscles are good, you will have a certain kind of style. If you haven't exercised, I don't know, your lines would be some other way. But that's that's your own style, comprised of many things. Your line weights, I don't know, your how you see the world, your vision. And you should trust yourself. You should trust that what you're doing is unique, and no one else can do what you are doing. So don't try to copy others and just trust yourself.
That's true. That's true. Like, I totally agree with this, that we should trust ourselves. If there is a hype of something, right? There are hype of a lot of things in NFT sometimes. Sometimes PFPs are at hype, sometimes animations are at hype. So following the hype without trusting ourselves is useless, as you said. So we should not follow the hype. Instead, we should follow our heart. We should trust ourselves. Whatever is going on, whatever hype, whatever FOMO you have, don't follow that. Follow your heart, guys. That's important.
Absolutely.
And when NFT started, BAYC, Board AP Arts Club was there. Then they came up with Tent AP Arts Club and all the kind of PFPs. So then at that time, there was the FOMO of PFP. There was a hype of PFP. And a lot of people who didn't know about PFP, who were not PFP artists, came into that, and they failed eventually because they were not trusting their art. I met those people, and now someone, I think, I don't remember in whose place I was, but that person told them that stop doing this. Instead, go and follow what you feel like doing. And then that person, specifically after following his heart, after trusting himself, is doing good in his particular area, and he has stopped doing PFPs. And I'm very glad for him. I'm very happy for him. So guys, you heard the man. Go trust yourself, follow it hard. That's important. That's important to grow. That's important to create community. Not only in creating art. If you don't, feel like being in a specific community, right? Find your own different community which suits you, the community which understands you. That's important. The community which trusts you and the community you trust. You have trust in. That's important, right? So trusting yourself implies everywhere, not only in NFTs, not only in building communities, but in your real life too, in your offline life too. That's important. So, guys, that was my last question.
Another thing that I can add is that you have to be very patient in the NFT community. Just in a matter of sale, I'm talking about, because there are people who come into the NFT space and they expect to sell right away, and that's not how it works. You have to create connections. You have to talk to people. You have to make friends.
That's true.
And it's not gonna happen right away. For the most part of people, you also might sell at the first day, but that's really rare. But you have to be patient and trust yourself, and it's gonna happen for you.
That's true. Being patient is important, because a lot of people, feel discouraged. They lose their motivation when they don't sell after trying so hard. Guys, let me tell you, if you are patient, if you are working hard, someone will, connect directly to you. They will match your mentality. They will match your vibes. They will just check your profile, go to your OpenSea or whatever platform you're on. They will love the art and they will, purchase it. You will sell your first NFT. That's how it is. You have to be patient.
Absolutely.
Trust yourself and be patient. Trust your art, trust your community, be patient. That's it. That's important. Otherwise, if you're not patient, you will be reckless. You will, try different art, try different, things, and they will eventually fail because you are trying too many different things at the same time, and you're not able to focus at one particular thing. So be patient, trust yourself, and for starting, for business, focus on one thing, focus on your art, whatever you're making. If it's art, if it's if it's metaverse, if it's PFP collection, whatever it is, just focus on it. That's it. So that was my last question. It was amazing having you Saeed on my stage, on my show. And guys, this man is amazing. As I said previously, he's the guru. You should follow him. His Twitter link is in the description. His Instagram link is down in the description. Go follow him on whatever platform you want and join the Twitter Spaces, of course. And if you want, you can follow me, follow your host for more lovely podcasts like this.
Thank you so much.